Presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
A big showdown here today in the Mars region as we already saw Ashley move on yesterday in a classic 4-1 comeback. For Christian Tagoe, this one means a little more. Taking care of G-Man was one thing, but taking care of Radin will be another thing, as high pent-up energy has been on this match. A win today, it may not mean anything on the resume, but a loss today, things get murky on the bubble. For Radin, he's in the same boat as Andreas Allen. After Allen's 5-0, it's all about one thing, playing Spoiler City. Can he do it? He's had an incredible run so far, taking care of the likes of Lane Sanders especially. We'll see how it goes. Going to be a good one. As we move into a big matchup, this is the second day of action. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mars region. Glad the stream is good. We apologize for whatever was going on yesterday. We will take care of that, and of course, we appreciate everyone for just doing their thing here on the commission team. Like I said, it was a little bit weird. If you didn't notice any footage yesterday on the Ashley game and the other game I did, which was Brock Baper, it was just delayed. We do apologize. It happens, and I think at the end of the day, you got to look at this in one or two things. We're not going to always have the perfection that we come to know and love, but we definitely got the execution back. So I just wanted to make that off the top. I want to thank some guys like Brad, of course, for helping me out this morning, just fixing that. I think Short fixed the bit rate. I'm just trying to see he did. So glad that's all fine. Danny, let's move on to today's action. It's only two games, but they're two big ones. This one, it's really about can Tagoe just avoid the upset. Radin has to win the tournament to get the Super League. And at this rate, there's no denying that. It's him and Allen, pretty much the two guys. It's win or bust. We saw that with Vapor. He was gone yesterday. And then the trilogy, looking forward to that one, 9 o'clock. Jesse Turner, Charles Sanford, Married Man Turner versus Sandman. The trilogy, two guys that know how to win. Can't wait for it. Now, let's go over to, of course, the thumbnail made by Zach, but the pod's pretty simple. Winner gets Ashley. If Tagoe wins, Ashley's on the road again. If Radin wins, Ashley's at home. It's that simple. Nothing else to really say. Both guys know what to do. And we're ready to get this game going. Joining me in the booth will just be myself. So it's a single man stream today. Of course, we got Caesar as the ref and our two players. We'll go start it off with the home team. And I know, Caesar, your thoughts on this game. I know you really weren't supposed to ref this game, so we apologize. But if you want to leave any additional thoughts that what has been said, feel free. We'll start off with the home team and Chris Tagoe. Tagoe, look, at the end of the day, your resume, let's face it, it doesn't matter in this game in terms about building a resume. You have to just beat Radin. You're starting off the tournament with a bye and then a quad four, and if you try to get another quad four win, I don't think resume is on your mind. It's about just being Radin, beating this pent-up energy. You talked about how you wanted to destroy him earlier in the week. What do you got to do here to get the win? You know Radin's going to be playing on house money. How do you handle that pressure knowing that your season's going to come down to not only just this game, but also the mentality that you take in a best of 9? For Radin, it's pretty simple, man. You have nothing to lose. You've ruffled feathers. You pretty much have been public enemy number one. And that there's no telling, in my opinion, where this could go. This could go out of control. Who knows? So how do you handle that knowing you are public enemy number one today? And since everyone's gunning for you, and you can use that as a mental advantage in this best of 9 series. First the best of 9 too. We'll see how this one goes. Caesar, is there any additional thoughts you want to add? Or all right, we'll wait for Caesar if he's got any additional thoughts. If not, we'll run. And you got to think for both players, it's a little bit different. You look at Tagoe, he's had a really, really good season in terms of wins, but a lot of those wins have been quad 3 and 4, and unfortunately today you just want to avoid the loss. You don't want to have a quad 4 loss. He gets a win here, maybe nothing special, but then next round he gets the win there. Then he starts looking at potentially single by island or top of the groups for sure, because we don't know what will happen with JT tonight. And then for Radin, it's simple, right? Win the tournament, you're on the Super League. You win the region, that don't do you anything, right? You win a Final Four game, no. You have to win the finale. It's the only chance he gets in. Both him and Allen are in that interesting yet house money position where it's house money, sure, but it's also a lot more dynamics that a lot of players don't always look at. Wait for Radin's thoughts and we'll get it going. Of course, Caesar will be our ref today. Best of 9, 2-2-2-2-2-1. That's 4 2s and a 1. That's your winning lottery numbers I like to go with there. And of course, you look at Tagoe, he plays the light switch style. In a best of 9, we could see 60 to 70 light switches. For Radin, it's all about just understanding how to avoid those switches and not being too inconsistent. We'll see how it goes for sure on that. Radin taking his time to type it out. I am. That all makes me kind of sad. All I do is make it to the finals and have a chance to secure play. Well, the finals meaning the finale. The regional finals won't do anything. Just to be clear, it's you and Allen are the two guys. You got to win the whole thing. That's your only chance in the playoffs. Super League. Yeah, I got you. All right, well, that's it. We'll wait for Caesar for any additional thoughts. I highly doubt it. I know he's talked about Tagoe's mental game a lot during the season. Look, I think Caesar's been the one guy to talk about mentality this whole season. He knows it. Radin has an interesting mentality, try to rub people the wrong way. Will it work? Look, at the end of the day, it worked against Lane. I wouldn't say it worked against Albion because that was more cordial, but it definitely has worked. So let's see if it continues today. Would be a shocker. Ashley awaits in the wings. For Ashley, 13-win season, pretty much has nothing to play for other than see what happens tomorrow with Brad. Then she'll move. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's get it going. Caesar, please initiate the game. Yeah, we will have Caesar tonight. Looking forward to Caesar coming in tonight clutch with that 9 o'clock game. That's going to be a good one. Sanford JT trilogy. Let's see how Radin and Tagoe will be. We'll see where the light switches land. Glad the stream is working too. All right, we'll go 2-2-1 here. And the power play, of course. No, we're not even going to discuss that anymore. I think the fans know what to expect at this rate. It's all going to come down to just if the name's a little weird. That's the only time I'll ask people to change it. Well, if you want, you can Uno ping yourself, but that's the only thing I would wager to have. Okay. All right. Well, that being said, Chris Tagoe, it's game 1. Welcome to the best of 9. What's up, buddy? Yes. Hold on, Tagoe. What's up? Yeah, Caesar, what the heck, man? No, that's what happens. That's what happens when you get called up late a little bit. It's not. It's not Caesar. Yeah, you fine, man. Look, at the end of the day, Caesar wasn't supposed to be reffing this game. All right, I think that should work now. Okay, we're good. All right, good catch, Rad. Appreciate that. I missed it too. That's what happens when I'm just trying to make sure the stream works because of yesterday's stuff. All right, we're good now. Everything looks good. Tagoe, what do you got for game 1, big dog? I'm going to assume this is a 12-pack. If they're okay, he's going to go 11. Not out of character from Tagoe. He's one to do 11, so everything's underway. Let's get it going. All right, we'll start with a green skip. We're into that Larahuo skip. Now for Christian Tagoe, it's about 2 things, right? Of course, deafen up. How do you control the light switches? We saw yesterday it was a disaster from Vapor. And Tagoe is not going to waste time. He's going to switch it. Radin's the guy that, you know what? He's not really caring about the switches. He's been pretty calm and composed. He's trying to learn, that's for sure. And we know Tagoe is going to light that board up. There's no doubt about what Christian Tagoe wants to do today. It's light the scoreboard up. In the JT's 5. Tagoe's still using that reverse skip meta. It's been popular. Into the blue 1. And that's the first blood from Christian Tagoe. Looking for the reverse skip meta, continues it. Tagoe down a dose. Here comes Radin, maybe with a new color as he cook. Radin typing, is this going to be a +4? No, he's going to go to yellow. That's maybe what Tagoe needs to finish the game, though. Chris Tagoe looking for check to finish it. Straightforward plan A. He's going to get the red switch. Interesting. That's what he switched off of. I don't know. Let's see. Does Radin have anything? Tagoe with the light switching. He goes back to green as that game. It is worth the shot. It's a good shot because Tagoe's iced. Radin comes in clutch there. Tagoe gets the top deck, but is that a 6 heaven? Here comes Radin. He plays it cool. Tagoe for the win. No, well, I mean, like I said, it was green. He didn't have green, so into cap, still clean. Radin's still running. Tagoe, does he have a 6? That's a good test. Radin playing smart here. Tagoe, interestingly enough, can't run the greens. Does he have a top deck here? It's a risky to switch it, but it's Tagoe, so you know it's coming at some point. What will Tagoe do here? He goes into red. Okay. Red 3. Well, it's only this would not be check. It would only have been dose. So Radin gets away with it, looking for a check right now of his own. He got the check. Tagoe, anything to fire. Back to green. Great move from Tagoe. Is it number efficiency for Radin? It is number efficiency. Oh my goodness. Radin, that I have to say, man. You know, I know we've been critical of you, buddy, but damn, that was a good win. You basically let Tagoe switch it, never panicked, didn't have a single action card in that wild, and you got the win. Thoughts on playing number efficiency as Tagoe just went crazy on the light switching. You know, Tagoe, I thought when you had the reverse skip meta, you were going to run it down. You did a good job. You can't even complain on that one. You had a lot of the action cards on the reverse skips. It just didn't pan out. What went wrong in that game, if anything? Because you really did do a good job on the action cards on reverse skip. You just played into it. But Radin was a yellow, no way of getting to it. You know, see, as we talk about this light switch, it seems like it comes in bunches, man. It works sometimes, and then it doesn't. It's a yellow 5. So interestingly enough, Radin goes for the number efficiency, and it works. Yeah, I mean, that's the killer sometimes with number efficiency. It works, but then if you switch it over too much, it can be a little bit of a killer. Any additional thoughts, Caesar? That was pretty much how you saw it. I think it's interesting, though. Early in the game, not much action, so with the less ammo, it's a different dynamic sometimes. You got to learn to adjust to that. I can't look at Watch VC, so it's going to have to be. Let me look here. I'll look on my phone. Hold on. Yeah. Light switching kills. Okay. All right, we'll go to game 2. Light switching may have killed Tagoe, but he gets another crack at the apple. Tagoe, it's open board. What do we got? All right, we're going up. Oh, Radin. Let's see what he can do. I mean, if he can get this second win, then we start having a little bit different conversation here. Because Radin is a guy, he's on nothing to lose mode, and Tagoe has everything to lose. You can't afford a quad 4 loss, and this would open the door for JT to start thinking about single buy island. There's a lot at stake here. Not much so for Radin until we start thinking about that next round. But Radin has, for Tagoe, he knows he can't afford it. Blue 8 to start, another light switch, and this is where I think Radin likes to be comfortable with this ammo. He's been able to develop this 1-2 game that Tagoe continues on the reverse skip. He's getting everything, Caesar. I'm going to say. He's getting everything. Tagoe's getting everything on the reverse skip meta. There's no doubt about that. There's not even an argument there. And that's really what this bot's been known to do, is you got to know how to use your reverse and skips to an accurate T. Backed up blue, good move from Tagoe there to ice out, possibly, but it's a trip 6 action. Tagoe with the light switching, it works that time. There's the action. Here comes the 0 sugar. Well, that will open the door back for Radin for sure. Yep. Tagoe fast and furious on the yellow 6. Could have switched over. 5 to 8 now. Here comes Tagoe again, running again. Here comes Radin back. Back and forth we go. Radin looking for some. He gets the double play. Same exact type of posture. Back to red. Good move from Tagoe. Radin, does he have a killer instinct, though? He goes clean. Tagoe looking for it right here. Back to green to Radin's card. Tagoe de Dos gets the green. Here comes Radin. Hadn't seen green, so let's see. Power play early. That's 2-0 if he can get it. Here we go. Yep, that's a great power play for Radin to go up 2-0. Down to 3. Looking for 2. To 1. Got the Uno. That's it. Radin's going up 2-0, boys. Wow. Statement here for Radin. Tagoe flushed on the switching again. Tagoe, the switching, man. I know we talk about you switching it. We saw Vapor last night get killed on it. Did you have a... Yeah, would have had the win. That's just instinctual play for Radin. Radin, good job, man. Saved the ammo, controlled it. And you got away with one in a good way. You stole a point, basically. Talk to me how you're getting rattled Tagoe's cage. Tagoe, do you have to be a little less aggressive on the switching? Or did you just sense, hey, you know what? You know what? Play into it. It's still early. Okay. Caesar, right now, this is interesting, man. This is not what we expected. He's used his power play. That's it. That's it. House rules. Got to know when to use it. The crazy thing is, Caesar, I don't know, man. In a way, I don't think that's a bad power play. We saw it with Yoshi in against Vapor. If Lane's done it before. If he had the win, he doesn't get into the punch. Cody's done it. That's instincts. I can't even hate on that move. That's a good move, right? Get the 2-0, because you see every point matters, especially in the first 4 or 5 games in a best of 9, especially the first 4, because you get that first homestand. So it's game 3. Radin will have 11-13 off the board, but he's got some momentum here. This is interesting for sure. We'll see what it'll be. We're going to split the difference in a 12. Big game 3. Can Radin go up 3-0? This will be a something. Upset brewing early. Here comes Tagoe trying. He needs to get this back. This is a must game for Tagoe here. Tagoe is going to get 2 extra cards off the old start here. And he's going to erase that. Good move. So he's back to the 12-pack. Radin looking for 9. Got it. Good move from Radin there to get to 9. Into the red 1 now. Minute in, they're both playing this pretty clean. Red 2. Yellow 2 now from Radin to the bow tie. Back to blue where the light switching's going crazy. Trips 2 into Brad. Here comes Radin. He goes Rainbow England. Oh. Well, now the light switching's off the charts. Into a green 1. Radin plays into that green, likes it early. You know Tagoe's going to find a switch if he has it. He's just going to use the +4, his own +4 into a nick. It's a little bit of the pressure getting to him. Good move there from Tagoe to use the blue. That's a good one. Good execution. Here comes Radin again. He's drawing back. Tagoe looking good now. Looking for the finish. This could be a plan A win. He's got it. Check, though. Not a finish, but he's got the check. Radin will have a chance to respond. Only 0 sugar. Tagoe for the win. No. No point yet. Tagoe looking to get back to check. Nothing again. So Tagoe uses his ammo, but he can't finish the deal. Radin runs the reds. Tagoe looking to get back, but he can't do it again. Still at 3. More ammo used. Radin a long way back, but it could shrink in a second. Here comes Radin. Plus, he did a double play. That's a big plus, though, for Tagoe. He wanted the light switch, and he got. And that might be what he needs. There it is. Radin falls for the bait. Tagoe gets the win for sure, right? What? He doesn't go for the blue. He's going to draw this into ISO. We saw this a little bit with Vapor yesterday. Back to green. This ISO is working. It's not working for Tagoe, and Radin is finding stuff. He's going to get... Well, there's the bait again. Triple play. Yellow 5 this time. Into a yellow 6. Tagoe, +4. There it is. Yeah. Definitely dancing around the old table right there. Wasn't going to lie. Tagoe, you were dancing around the table right there, man. You were... Yes. You were trying to go for a lot of switches. It almost worked out. You went for a quad play. You didn't finish the job. Was this a case similar to game 1 where you needed the yellow 5 and you just couldn't find a connector? And you had to play a little bit different on going aggressive. Yeah, I figured. Okay. So leaving it open on the connector. Radin, you pretty much didn't have much there on crazy ammo compared to the game 2 power play. Other than that, a little bit of a heat check on the +2 at the beginning. That's really all you had. Did you just say, let's build a gap differential on the numbers to say, all right, I'm going to go up 7, I'm going to go up 11 to 15 and try to work there? Was that really the move? Just try to work that pace and play the differential margin? Other than that, I really don't have much to add. I mean, you've been playing all right. I can't even say anything bad because you've been doing a good job right here. We'll see what happened now from this card. I knew he would win. Okay. I mean, it was leaning towards... I can see it. It was leaning towards it. Definitely did a good job to ISO. We'll see what happens here. I think the bait plays is something to watch there, Caesar. He took a lot of those baits. That's where Tagoe seems to have an advantage on those skip draws. I wonder if that's in his arsenal moving forward. All right, we'll go to game 4. Still no 11, no 13. Caesar, do the honors. What do we got, Red? The usual 12. Well, then we're just running it back then. All right, then ref it up. Ref start. We'll start it up with the 12. Now we're going to go 12-pack again. Radin looking to play a little bit differently this time. Still up 2-1. Looking to go up 3-1. The goal here for Radin is pretty simple, right? Win one home game, and then you can start to control it, even with no power play. For Tagoe, it's a little bit different story. He's going to go back into that red light switch. Interesting. Trying to play 2-color ball. Radin doing a good job early, but he gets iced again. This is what Tagoe needs. Now Tagoe looking good on the reds. Does Radin switch it? Does he have the 9 efficiency? He does in the yellow. And that's Tagoe ice. They both have 1 color lack against red and yellow. By playing it fair. Work on the colors given. Into green, that's a neutralizer. Tie game, Radin possession. Tagoe +2 now. Uses his first +2 of this game. Radin in the red. But Tagoe, is that a mistake for Radin? Tagoe can run red earlier. He's in the blue. Now it's the switching going crazy. Comes Tagoe looking to run it. He goes back to red. Great ISO play. Great ISO play. But he goes back into a crossover to blue. He gets rid of the red. So he's just dumping and running. Tagoe for the win. You got it. Well, that's reverse skip meta. Nothing to add. That's classic reverse skip meta. I don't got much to add there. That's classic Tagoe right there. Reverse skip meta. We got a tie ball game. And you got to wonder, ran the 12-pack, you went with double 12-pack. That was the only mistake you may have made. What was the reasoning behind double 12-pack to start it here and getting your first homestand? Were you just trying to stay consistent? Tagoe, no questions. Plan A right there, 100%. That's my usual, though. Okay. Just trying to find some maybe on staying consistent algo. Okay. I can see it. It's definitely an interesting call. Yeah, I got nothing from Todd, really. I mean, he just played it pretty good. He got the light switching when he needs to, forced Radin's hand. I think that's the key. Can he force Radin's hand? Tagoe, it's back to you. Just no 12. Game 5. What do we got, big dog? No questions. That was pretty simple. All right, well, he's keeping it pretty upper tier. 13 cards. Can Tagoe get the 3-2 lead? And it's a regular wild start. Let's see what it will be. Free choice. Tagoe going to run to red to start it off. It's going to be from Radin right now. He will run red as well. 2-2 game. Big best of 5 now coming in. Who's going to have the pressure built in? Tagoe gets the win here. He'll have that power play. Radin gets a different mindset still. No one's won at home yet. Tagoe looking to run. He will, but that's double red 8. And a red 4. Red 3 now. They're running back and forth. So they're both running into Tapir Cat. They're really running the reds. Really start. We're done with the red 9s. A lot of double numbers off. Who switches? That's the key. No switch again. A lot of red. And Tagoe gets red nice. Does Tagoe switch? He will, though. Radin now looking for something. He's going to, okay, counter back with the +2. One possession lead in favor of Tagoe, but what's he got here on the blue? Runs it clean for now. Here comes Radin again. Runs the blue, too. Now they're running the blues into Brad and the Turner. Light switching's been key. They're going to go into this Peter Onjak Gangster now. Who will have the effective light switch? We've seen a couple. There's a heat check from Lamas. The old Lamas Wild. Radin, does he like that heat check? He does not. He just plays it clean. Tagoe running now. Tagoe down to Trace. Here comes Radin. Nothing on the double. Double 5. We'll go yellow 6. 1 up this time. Tagoe in the red zone. Here comes Radin. He can't do anything. Tagoe for the win. There it is. +4 save. And that's another plan A win pretty much. Got the job done with a little light switching. Can't really say much, Todd. Good job right there. Really just knew how to play the wild right, because you start with that red, right? You saw a little bit in the blue. Really didn't fade any time to the green. So when you have a 3 until the end, when you have a 3 color, do you think about a wild start? You think about just going a little bit more aggressive on the color you have the most, and then hoping that the switches come later? Is that how you approach that more, just trying to get Radin off his game a little bit with the switch? That's been really where you've been able to cook the switches. Radin, you know, you played that one all right, but it came down to that +2 maybe. The +2 really kind of cost you a little bit, in the sense that maybe you went a little too early and you could have saved that. Were you just trying to be aggressive to make sure the counter doesn't go back? Yeah, early in this match here, Caesar, it's Radin had the hands got the hands. That was being aggressive. Well, it's been a story in this league sometimes. The aggression meter, when to turn it on and off. All right, well, that's all I really got, Caesar. It's been a lot of Plan A wins, a lot more on the table that could go in the way, but still the same story. Tagoe is, you still can't choose that 12-13 pack. I can't see this not going 14. Let's see what he says here in Game 6. Ha ha! Got that one correct. Knew that was coming. Yeah, that was a no-brainer. You gotta think it was coming, man. Yeah, I think Tagoe's not going to go anything lower than 11. If he wins here, I don't think anything lower than 11 is coming. Now, Radin's been aggressive. When does he control that aggression? Zero sugar. Radin could be out already, and that's the thing with Radin. Could he be out already on the greens? He goes up to the green now. Tagoe looking for something right here in the back end. He'll get more reverse skip meta. There it is. Trips play. Radin's going to go into it, so he's going to play into that. We're going to have isolating trips. Interesting from both. Back to Rad trying the isolation. Radin can run, though. This time he can run. But Tagoe can run as well. So interesting. A little bit of some isolation right there. As now both are going to red. Tagoe, more reverse skip meta. Trip play. Again. Down to 3. Radin plays it cool. And Tagoe's out. Great move from Radin there to play calm and composed. Tagoe trying to get a switch. He can't. Radin ties it up. Radin for possession. He got it. Radin in the lead now, looking for some more. Let's see if he gets the blue right. Is this blue a good switch? Radin looking. Nope, nothing crazy. Tagoe +2 draw. Interesting. And Radin does the smart thing just not to overreact. Tagoe's out. Here comes Radin again, looking for 3. Nothing, so we're going back to Draw City. First one here in this game. They're content now. Interesting sequence right there. Drawing back. Still drawing back. Now we'll see how this one goes, Caesar. We've seen Draw City. First one, finally, we're going to ask some questions. Not a lot of Plan A nonsense here. Still drawing into it. Both now going to be content to just run this one clean. Have not looked at the CH much this game. Still drawing. Now Tagoe, does he switch? He will not. He will just play it clean. Does Radin switch? No. Tagoe's going to do it for him. Tie game if he plays. He does. Now it's really about just who saved the ammo right. That's really it. Who saved the ammo right. Now we're going into green. Undercut there from Tagoe. Radin, can he roll with it though? He will. He will roll with it. And now it's back to yellow. So some 2-color tricky ball from Tagoe. Yellow 8. Tagoe with some more reverse skip meta. Looking for 4. Looking for 3. Looking for dose. No call out, but it is a lot of cards now in the possession. Well, Radin's going to have something here. There's no doubt. 2-13, you got to expect this coming. Tagoe goes aggressive with the +6. Comes Radin. A lot of cards to the beast, and there it is. You know who's coming back. Triple play into a quad. He gets it. And there's Tagoe with a plus. That could have been a finisher. Who knows? Tagoe 5. Radin's turn, though. Let's see what he's got. Plays it cool. Here comes Tagoe again. Still running it. CH says, well, a lot of the ammo's been used. In fact, we've used everything on reverse and skips and red, but we're in a yellow now. Yellow 7. There's the red again. And that's Tagoe looking for it right here. Great wild efficiency. Does Radin have anything in the back end? In the yellow, is that game? It's not game. Wow, a huge switch from Radin. It works out. Now he can run. Tagoe went with the wilds early. Radin with the double. Back to another wild red. That's got to ice out Radin, right? Surely. Yeah, that's it. Nah, you can't do much on that. 3 wilds, and that's Radin down to 4-2. Tagoe 1 away. Yeah, Tagoe, the wilds definitely play in your favor right there, man. You really just were able to run that a little bit more clear to the end, right? You got bailed out. And, you got to think, at a certain point, I will forgive you because Radin threw the gauntlet. You threw the gauntlet back. Hold on, Chief. I got to get your questions. What Radin, you really didn't have much, but until the end there, 13-2, were you trying to save up a run to get to a possible finish, or did you just make the breaks considering, hey, at a certain point, I got to make the break here because Tagoe's running low? What was the mindset behind the break? Because you could have saved maybe a little bit of some of that ammo. That's a comment and a half. Okay. All right, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a full send. Can Radin get the hand he needs? We saw it yesterday. We saw the 4-1 yesterday. Won't be 4-2. We'll find out. Here comes Radin looking to get this done a full send to try to get us to a game 8. As joins us, we'll get the winner of this game. And there's the aggression again for Radin. So he's going to send Tagoe backpacking one more time. 17-13. Now the move. And, well, what do you expect? It's Tagoe, he's switching. He's going to light switch. Lights are flickering on and off here as he's going back to ISO red. Does Radin like that? No, he says, go blue. Here we go. Well, there's the back to red. Tries ISO. Does Radin have anything else here on the red? Or is it a true fade? He's got nothing, so that was really crazy. So +2 to start with no reds. Tagoe, interestingly enough, maybe trying to look for the switch. He does not get the switch, runs it clean. Could have been his next move anyway. Radin will give him the switch, though. Interesting. Tagoe says undercut strategy back to the Radin 3 himself. The blue wasn't cooking right there. Green 2. Tagoe +2 now. Throws a little bit into that clean 0. Now back to the Cappy Beam Eyes 4. Radin now will see if he can cook on the blue. Tagoe gives it to him. Ditto play. Back to blue 6. Tagoe looking for 3 next turn. Does he have it? Tagoe looking to take this time and looking for the possible finish. Nothing. He's going to draw. So Radin does get away with it a little bit. Into reverse 9. That's just a classic reverse skip meta. Not a surprise. Back to green. Another switch. Back to yellow. Now we're going all over the board. A lot of switching in this game. Here comes Radin. 1 up this time. Back to the yellow 6. Close game here. Radin looking. Radin typing, taking a second. Does he have something to stop Tagoe? He does. The +4 keeps the game going. I don't think that's the worst thing, in my opinion, there. Let's see what Tagoe will do here. Who knows? He might have had a finish, but he's going to power play. Is that it? Oh my God. Was that just a bad +4 moment out of power plays? I think so. There's no way. Yeah, it's reverse skip, man. Christian Tagoe with a triple play to get to Uno right here to finish it off. He gets a double play. That's going to do it. +4 of his own. Yeah, I think that +4 was needed because Tagoe had some, but ultimately the +4 you might have gave him. Was that the case, Tagoe? The +4 in return gave you what you needed? The +4 did. Yeah, well, that's timing at that rate. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, timing. We talk about timing all the time, and that +4 did you in. Well, Radin, that's it for the season for you, man. You played that one good. I thought you did the plus. Well, he's okay. Well, of course he's gone. All right, we'll go to Tagoe. You know what? We talked about obviously this game. Just you didn't want to get tripped up, right? You knew coming into this game, it doesn't matter if you won in a sense of a resume. It was just about getting through the business. Now you get Ashley. Your thoughts on Ashley next? I'm not. Okay. Not a surprise. Okay, well, no surprise there from Rad. We not going to say much about that. He's had a rough road in terms of this league, in terms of ruffling feathers. There's no doubt. But Caesar, I think the light switching is something to keep in mind. I think that's something to look into in the future. That light switching, it can do or not. We'll see what happens. Ashley Tagoe, that means Tagoe's at home. Ashley on the road again. That's for the Final Four. Who gets in gets the Final Four. Obviously, Ashley still fighting for that #1 spot. We'll see what happens tomorrow. That's the big one. We'll see what happens tomorrow with Brad and Cap. That will ultimately decide. Yes, only 44 switches. Well, have you fallen off, or is there a point where you just kind of need to play it cool? Anyway, Ashley Tagoe next weekend will probably be the day. Looking forward to that. As we have the week to finish up, of course. We have the big one tonight. We go back into the schedule real quick. It's a huge game tonight. The trilogy, both guys have won one game apiece in the all-time series. Can Charles Sanford continue the run? Needs to get this win to get back in the hunt in Super League. For JT, at this rate, it's about that double bye, about that single bye. He needs a lot to go. A Sanford win would do that. Double Sanford would be huge. Can he do it tonight? Glad the scene's working. Glad the stream's working. And most importantly, I want to thank Brad, of course, for helping me out in the morning and just been able to do good stuff, man, with that. We glad it's working because yesterday it was wide off and wide to the right. So we're glad everything's working today. Glad everything is cooking. We'll see tonight, 9 o'clock. We're going to keep the same package. Caesar back as the ref. Looking forward to that as well. We'll see you tonight. Big one. Want to thank Caesar's ref and congratulations to our 2 chefs in the kitchen with Chef Tagoe. Moving on, getting another win on the season. It's 10th of this year. We'll see what he does against Ashley. A big primetime matchup coming next weekend. With also, we have, I believe, now 4 people. So we have Brock the Rock and Allen also. 4 more to go. We'll set the Neptune tonight. Will it be Brock the Rock versus the Sandman or Brock the Rock versus newly minted married man JT? That's going to be a tongue twister, but we can say it here only on MRU.